Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the live session day 18 today. Okay, so far we finished so far how many verb tense we completed? Simple present,
Present continuous.
hmm? Hmm?
Simple past.
And simple past. Okay, okay. So before I start the lesson, I have one question, right? What is the difference between the simple past and the past continuous? What is the difference between simple past?
Continuous. Two days up to
Past continuous. Mariam, can you give the definition of this past continuous? பாஸ்ட்ல கண்டினியூஸா நடந்ததை சொல்லுவோமா அல்லது நடந்து முடிஞ்சதை சொல்லுவோமா? Tell me. இப்ப simple past. Give me one example. Simple past. Simple past को example சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம்.
She cooks breakfast.
She took.
She cooks breakfast.
She cooked. Cooked.
Cook.
She cooked breakfast. Time expression. அது வந்து நார்மல். she cooked அப்படின்னா அவ சமைத்தாள். அது வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு அப்ப நீங்க சிச்சுவேஷன் சொல்லுவீங்களா அந்த எப்படி சொல்லுவீங்க? The situation I'm asking, the situation. With the situation, how you can make create the sentence? How you can create the situation in the simple past?
I went to trip last month.
I went to trip last month. Okay.
I ate dinner. I drink
Huh?
coffee every morning.
Okay.
I drink coffee every morning.
Okay. Right. So let's start the lesson. So I'm going to give you three sentences. I'm going to give you three sentences. So இதை நாங்க எப்படி ஈஸியா கண்டுபிடிக்கன்னு பார்ப்போம். Common. Which sentence is common? Okay. Now let's see. Okay. அவன் படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். அது எப்படி சொல்லுவீங்க? பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். So நான் lesson start பண்ற முன்பு உங்ககிட்ட கேட்கிற 3 கேள்விதான். I'm going to give you 3 sentences. Okay? Listen to me very carefully. இதை எப்படி நாங்க ஈஸியா கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? Common. Which sentence is common அப்படின்னு பார்ப்போம். அவன் படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். அவன் படம் பார்த்தான் நேற்று. அவன் படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். What is the difference? இந்த ரெண்டு வாக்கிய அவன் படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். ஒரு விஷயத்தை செஞ்சு கொண்டு இருந்தான்.
He was watching
continuous
TV.
ஒரு விஷயத்தை
He was
watching TV.
Right. Right. This is called past continuous. But அவன் நேற்று படம் பார்த்தான். There is no connection with the present. There is no any connection with the present because with the time expression totally is completed in the past. It happened in the past. நடந்து முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. So அதுக்கு எந்த கனெக்ஷனும் இல்ல. அவன் நேற்று படம் பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தான். Okay. அப்ப நேற்று அவன் படம் பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தான் எப்படி சொல்லுவீங்க? அவன் படம் பார்த்தான் நேற்று. இது ரெண்டுக்கும் உள்ள வித்தியாசம் விளங்குதா? ஓகே, now let's see. நாங்கள் சாப்பிட்டு இருந்தோம், சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டிருந்தோம் நேற்று. நாங்கள் சாப்பிட்டோம் நேற்று, நாங்கள் சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டிருந்தோம். அப்ப நாங்கள் சாப்பிட்டோம் நேற்று சிம்பிள் பாஸ்ட், சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டிருந்தோம் பாஸ்ட்
Continuous.
கண்டினியூவஸ். எங்க அப்பா உறங்கிட்டு இருந்தார். என்னுடைய தந்தையார் நேற்று நன்றாக தூங்கினார். என்ற தந்தையார் நேற்று உறங்கிட்டு இருந்தார். அந்த இட்டு அப்படிங்கிறதுகளுக்கு தான் இந்த பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூவஸ்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ 3 சென்டென்ஸ் வாட் இஸ் த கமெண்ட் இஃப் யூ நோ த ஆன்சர். இதுதான் பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூவஸ்க்கு உள்ளதான ஃபார்முலா. இப்ப நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த 3 சென்டென்ஸ்லயுமே பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூஸ்க்கு உள்ளதான ஃபார்முலா தான் நாங்க பார்க்க போறோம். சாப்பிட்டு இருந்தோம், பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம், உறங்கிட்டு இருந்தார். ஓகே, ஒரு விஷயம் கண்டினியூவா செஞ்சு கொண்டிருந்தார். அதுக்கு தான் நாங்க சொல்லுவோம் பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூஸ். பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தார், சாப்பிட்டு இருந்தோம், உறங்கிட்டு இருந்தோம். இந்த இட்டு அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இந்த பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூஸ். ஓகே, வாட் இஸ் பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூஸ்? லெட்ஸ் see what is the definition of the past continuous. முடிஞ்சு போன ஒரு விஷயத்த முடிந்து போன டைம்ல நடந்துட்டு இருக்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லுறது. So note it down the Tamil definition of the past continuous. முடிந்து போன ஒரு விடயத்தை முடிந்து போன டைம்ல நடந்துட்டு இருக்கிற மாதிரி சொல்றதுதான் past continuous. ஓகே, முடிஞ்சிட்டு போன ஒரு விடயத்தை நடந்துட்டு இருந்த மாதிரி நாங்க சொல்றதுதான் past continuous. Is it clear? Did you understand now? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's see the basic structure of the past continuous. Okay. So the action, எப்படி நாங்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல அதுக்கு definition கொடுப்போம்னா, the action finished but ongoing in the past. The action finished but ongoing in the past. That is called past continuous. Okay. Okay, now let's see the structure. I was teaching yesterday. I was teaching yesterday. What I am doing yesterday? What am
Teaching.
I was teaching yesterday. ஆனா பாஸ்ட்ல நடந்து முடிஞ்சிடுச்சு. அப்ப முடிஞ்சு கொண்டிருந்த விஷயத்தை நடந்து கொண்டிருந்த மாதிரி சொல்றேன் நான். I was teaching yesterday. Okay. She was sleeping yesterday. She was sleeping yesterday. பொதுவா நான் செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன், நான் டிவி பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன், நான் படிப்பித்து கொண்டிருந்தேன், நான் தூங்கி கொண்டிருந்தேன். அப்படி இது எல்லாமே நாங்க past continuous என்று சொல்லுவோம். Okay, now let's see the basic structure. I was. So subject we already know. I, you, we, they, he, she, it. So when I வந்தா வரும். You, we, they is a plural noun. You, we, they, plural noun, verb. He, she, it, was. It's a singular noun. So you know. This is the basic structure. If you want to create the past continuous sentence, I was plus verb ing. You were plus verb ing. We were plus verb ing. They were plus verb ing. He was plus verb ing. She was plus verb ing. It was plus verb ing. So these are the structure. In the structure, doubt irukka? Any doubt in the structure?
No.
No, miss.
Okay, repeat with me. I was, you were, we were,
You were,
they were.
you
He was,
he
was,
was,
it was.
it was.
Okay. So what is the negative form of the was? I wasn't.
I wasn't.
You weren't. We weren't. They weren't.
They weren't. He wasn't.
She wasn't.
She
It wasn't.
wasn't.
Plus verb ing. Okay. And the time expression. Okay. So, when we are using the time expression of the past continuous, already I told you when you are learning the verb tense, you should consider three major things. First one is the structure, the second one is the time expression, and the third is the usages of the verb tense. These three things are very, very important when you are learning the verb tense. Okay. So same like here also. So when you are creating the sentence with the past continuous, these time expressions you have to use at that time, on the timeline, at that time. Yesterday at that time. அப்ப நேற்று அந்த நேரத்துல நான் இதை செய்து கொண்டிருந்தேன். Okay, last night 8 p.m. I was sleeping. Last night 8 p.m. I was sleeping. Yesterday at 6 a.m. I was playing cricket. அப்ப நேற்று இந்த நேரம் நான் என்ன செய்து கொண்டிருந்தேன்? Past continuous. நான் நேற்று இதை செய்தேன். Simple past. இப்ப விளங்குனதா தெளிவா? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, miss.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Some example. What were you doing yesterday? நேற்று நீ என்ன செய்து கொண்டிருந்தாய்? What were you doing yesterday? At 5:30 a.m., I was sleeping well. At 7 a.m., I was washing my face. At 9:40 a.m., I was having my breakfast. At 12 o'clock, I was watching film on TV. At 2:15 p.m., I was having lunch. At 7:30 p.m., I was doing English activities. At 9 o'clock, I was having dinner while watching TV. At 11:30, I was reading my favorite novels. At 1 a.m., I was sleeping. See, while அப்படிங்கிறது அந்த அந்த டைம்ல நான் சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டிருக்கும் போது டிவி பார்த்தேன். அப்ப இந்த இடத்துல வந்து ஐ வாஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது வேர்ஸ் வந்தாலே அது பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூஸ் தான். பிளஸ் ஐஎன்ஜி வந்தா அது பாஸ்ட் கண்டினியூஸ். ஓகே. அதே மாதிரி நீங்க சிம்பிள் பாஸ்ட்ல பேசுவீங்களா இருந்தா வேர்ஸ் நாங்க பெருசா யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டோம். ஓகே, இஸ் இட் கிளியர்?
Yes, miss.
Yes? Okay. So the past continuous, let's see this example. Look at Anne's diary. Our diary நாங்க பாப்போம், நாட்குறிப்பு. What was she doing on Friday afternoon and evening? அவ வந்து ஃப்ரைடேவும் afternoon evening என்ன செஞ்சான்னு பாப்போம். Okay. Example and change the possessive adjective when necessary. Possessive adjective தேவைன்னா நாங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். Okay. So 4 மணிக்கு என்ன பண்ணிருக்கிறா?
Wash my
4
hair.
p.m.
Wash her.
5:30 p.m.
Drink a cup of
Drink a cup of tea.
Drink a cup of tea. 6:15 p.m. Speak to manager on the
Speak to
phone.
manager on
Put
the
on
phone.
my green card.
take a taxi.
Take a taxi. Meet John at the restaurant.
Teacher.
Right. So, எந்த இடத்துல இப்ப நீங்க வந்து past continuousக்கு இந்த sentence மாத்த போறீங்க. எப்படி? First example. At 4 o'clock, she was washing a hair. என்ன பண்றா? இதை நீங்க past continuousக்கு மாத்து. 5:30 என்ன பண்றா? At
She was
5:30 p.m. drinking a cup of tea. Okay. I'll give 2 minutes. Quickly write the answer. I'll give 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Quickly write the answer. You have to change this sentence into past continuous. Done?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Start.
At 5:30, she was drinking a cup of tea. At 6:15, she was speaking to manager on the phone. At 6:55, she was putting on her green coat. At 7:20, she was taking a taxi. At 7:45, she was meeting Joy at the restaurant.
Okay. Mariam?
Yes, ma'am. At 5:30, she was drinking a cup of tea. At 6:50, she was speaking to manager on the phone. At 6:55, she was putting on her green coat. At 7:20, she was taking a text. At 7:55, she was meeting Joe at the restaurant.
Okay. Nirmali? Okay. So, இப்போ உங்களுக்கு விளங்கியிருக்கும் simple past. What is the difference between the simple past and the past continuous? Okay. Now you know the structure also. Right. Now let's see uses of the past continuous. Uses of the past continuous. So now we are going to see the usages of the past continuous. Specific time as in என்ன சொல்லுவோம் இதுக்கு தமிழ் மீனிங் how to say in Tamil ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட நேரம்
குறிப்பிட்ட நேரம்.
ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட நேரத்துக்கு நாங்க குறிப்பிட்ட நேரம் சோ இந்த டைம்ல நான் இதை செய்து கொண்டிருந்தேன் இந்த டைம்ல நேற்று நான் இதை செஞ்சு கொண்டிருந்தேன் இப்போ ஒருத்தவங்க கேக்குறாங்க நேற்று இந்த டைம் நீ என்ன பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தா அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க சோ இதுக்கு நாங்க எப்படி சொல்லுவோம்னா எஸ் லாஸ்ட் நைட் அட் 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. At midnight we were still driving through the desert. நாங்க என்ன பண்ணோம் நடு சாமத்துல நாங்க வந்து டிரைவ் பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தோம் நேற்று okay yesterday at this time I was sitting at my desk at work. Yesterday at this time I was so Akash you can use this word yesterday at this time நேற்று இந்த time I was sitting at my desk at work. I was sitting at my desk at work. Okay so ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட நேரத்துல நான் என்ன செய்து கொண்டிருந்தேன் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் the first usages. Okay the second one the second usages let's see uses of the past continuous interpreted action in the past specific situation அப்படின்ட்டு சொன்னா when ஒரு situation சொல்றது when is a simple past why is a past continuous நீங்க when யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா இருந்தா அது simple past while இருந்தா அது past continuous. I was watching TV when she is cold. அவ எனக்கு கோல் பண்ணும் போது when வந்தா கட்டாயம் மைண்ட்ல வச்சுக்கொள்ளுங்க இட்ஸ் a simple past. If you are using when it's a simple past. அவ எனக்கு கோல் பண்ணும் போது நான் டிவி பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தேன். when she was calling me அப்படின்னும் சொல்லலாம் அப்படி I was watching TV when she called. Okay when the phone rang she was writing a letter. phone ring ஆகி கொண்டிருக்கும்போது அவ என்ன பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தா
லெட்டர் எழுதிட்டு இருந்தா.
she was writing a letter. Father was watching TV when my mother cooked. Father was watching TV when my mother cooked. While I was playing cricket, my brother watched TV. நான் வந்து கிரிக்கெட் விளையாடு கொண்டிருக்கும் நேரத்துல என் அண்ணன் என்ன பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தான் டிவி பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தான். While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. Okay, I was sleeping when you called. Long duration க்கு சொல்லுவோம். They were playing when he called me. Okay, she wasn't reading when I came home. அப்ப the negative நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Only not the positive. Okay. While we have, I listened to my iPod while I was sleeping. அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தேன்? தூங்கி கொண்டிருக்கும் போது என்ன பண்ணேன்?
Song good.
I listen. I
Song
but
கேட்டு
listen.
கொண்டிருந்தேன். So, when வந்தா கட்டாயம் நீங்க when யூஸ் பண்ணீங்களா தான் அந்த சென்டென்ஸ் சிம்பிள் பாஸ்ட்ல இருக்கணும். while வந்தா past continuous. Okay. And third usages of the past continuous, uses of past continuous, third one. Okay, இதை நாங்க என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? ம்
I was studying.
இது என்ன ஆக்ஷன்? இது தமிழ் மீனிங் என்னது? Mariam, what is the meaning of this word? How to pronounce?
Parallel
Parallel
action.
action.
ஓ, அப்படின்னு சொன்னா என்னது? ரெண்டு வேளையும் ஒன்னா நடக்குது. ரெண்டு வேளையும்
Excuse me.
ஒன்னா நடக்குது. See the example. I was studying while he was making dinner. அப்ப அது தமிழ் அர்த்தம் எப்படி வரும்? தமிழ் எப்படி சொல்லுவீங்க?
நான்
நான்
படித்துக்
படித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிற நேரம்
Was
அவன்
studying.
he was making dinner. அவன் டின்னர் மேக் பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தான்.
அப்ப இந்த ரெண்டு சென்டென்ஸ்க்கும் என்ன வித்தியாசம்?
நம்ம வந்து செய்து கொண்டிருக்க நேரம் அதே நேரம் இன்னொரு வேலை நடந்தோம்.
இதுக்கு இணையாகன்னு சொல்லுவோம். இணையாக. I was studying while he was making dinner. While
Yes.
Saran was reading, Anuj was watching television. You were listening while he was talking with you. நீ கேட்டுக்கொண்டுதான் அவன் உன்னோடு பேசிக்கொண்டிருக்கும் போது. Really, I'm very bad at translating Tamil, okay? I was paying attention while I was writing the notes. Because I don't like to translate in Tamil English. ஏன்னா அது எங்களுக்கு பேசும்போதே அது விளங்கிடும் ஈஸியா. தமிழை டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவோம், அது கஷ்டமா இருக்கும், அது எங்களுக்கு குழம்பிடும். So every time try to understand English, right? ஏன்னா இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசும்போது எங்களுக்கு அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா இதுதான் வேர்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது விளங்கும். இது நாங்க தமிழ்ல டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவோமா இருந்தா இட்ஸ் வெரி ஹார்ட். Okay. Now let's see the next one. இது என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? Repetition and irritation with always. அப்படின்னா ஒரு விஷயத்தை திரும்ப திரும்ப செய்யறது repetition சொல்லுவோம். ஒரு விஷயத்த திரும்ப செஞ்சா இரிட்டேஷனா இருக்கும். ஒருத்தங்க டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணலாம். ஒரு விஷயம் திரும்ப எரிச்சலாவும் சொல்லுவோம். Okay. Repetition and irritation with always. Uses of the past continuous. She was always செய்றா. என்ன பண்றா? She was always. அப்ப இதுக்கு நாங்க யூஸ் பண்ற டைம் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் தான் always. ஒரு விஷயத்து திரும்ப திரும்ப நடக்குதா இருந்தா, ஒரு விஷயம் எங்களுக்கு எரிச்சல் தரதா இருந்தா, so we are using always time expression, right? Repetition and irritation with always. She was always coming late to the class. You were always disturbing me. This is irritation or repetition?
Irritation.
You were always disturbing me. Irritation. எரிச்சப்படுத்துறது. இந்த நேம் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணி. They were always making noise in the classroom. அப்ப இது வந்து ரெப்பீட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. ஒரு விஷயத்த திரும்ப செஞ்சு கொண்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. அப்ப நாங்க இதுக்கும் uses of the past continuous யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். Okay. Some example. When we went to the bus stand. நாங்க அப்ப when வந்தா நான் எப்பயும் உங்களுக்கு சொன்னேன், keep on your mind when you are using when, you have to keep on your mind when வந்தா அந்த sentence pastல இருக்கணும். When we went to the bus stand. My friends were waiting for me when we went to the bus stand. நான் வந்து பஸ் ஸ்டாண்டுக்கு போன போது என் நண்பர்கள் எனக்காக காத்து கொண்டிருந்தார்கள். My friend were waiting for me yesterday. When you came to meet me yesterday, I was sleeping. நேற்று நீ என்னை பார்க்க வந்திருந்த போது நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்? தூங்கிக் கொண்டிருந்தேன். தூங்கிக் கொண்டிருந்தேன். When you came to meet me yesterday, I was sleeping. When the teacher came to the class, we were singing. When my mother left home, it was heavily raining. When we went to the stadium, Sangha was betting. When I saw you, you were chatting with a girl. Akash, when I saw you, you were chatting with a girl. I know you cannot speak. When you called me, I was traveling on the bus. அப்ப நான் சொல்லுவல, நேத்து நீங்க கால் பண்ணீங்க, அந்த டைம் நான் என்ன பண்ணி கொண்டிருந்தேன்? பஸ்ல போய் கொண்டிருந்தேன்னு சொல்லுவோம் தானே? நீங்க நேத்து கால் பண்ணீங்க, நீங்க கால் பண்ணும்போது நான் பஸ்ல போய் கொண்டிருந்தேன். So how to say? That is past continuous. When you called me, I was traveling on the bus. When I went to the temple, the Thero was preaching sermon. What is the meaning of preaching sermon? And பிரசங்கம் செய்தல். Okay. இப்ப விளங்குனதா உங்களுக்கு past continuous? Did you understand the past continuous? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see the negative. I wasn't watch TV when she called. When the phone rang, she wasn't writing a letter. When the phone rang, she wasn't writing the letter. While we weren't having the picnic, it started to rain. I wasn't listening to my iPad when you called me. You were not listening to me when I told you to turn the on off. So, you know the negative form of were, weren't, was, wasn't. Was not, were not. The short form, wasn't and weren't. Okay. Now let's see the question form. எப்பயுமே question நாங்க create பண்ணும்போது, when we are creating the question, always the be verbs, it's front of the sentence. Like were, was. Were you watching TV when she called? Were you watching TV when she called? Where are you? அப்படின்னு கேட்போமா? இல்லாட்டி were you? Which one is correct? இது ரொம்ப பேர் mistake விடுவாங்க. Wereவும் whereவும் போட்டு குழப்பி கொள்வாங்க. Were you watching TV when she called? Yes, I was watching TV when she called. No, I wasn't. I wasn't watching TV when she called. Okay, so practice with like this. Was she writing a letter when I went out? Yes, she was writing a letter. No, she wasn't writing a letter. Were we having the picnic when it started to rain? Yes, we were. No, we weren't. Were you listening to my iPod when you called me? Yes, I was listening to my iPad when you called me. So it's very easy to practice with the question, right? Write the question and write the positive answer and the negative answer. So this is the activity you are going to do now. Positive, negative, and question. I was watching cricket yesterday at this time. So yesterday, this time, what I'm doing? I was watching cricket yesterday at this time. So if you want to change this sentence into the negative, I wasn't watching cricket yesterday at this time. Were you watching cricket yesterday? Yes, I was watching cricket yesterday at this time. No, I wasn't watching cricket yesterday at this time. இந்த இடத்துல வந்து நீங்க ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ் போட போறீங்க. I was cooking yesterday at this time. I wasn't cooking yesterday. கேள்வி எப்படி வரும்? வேர்ஸ் வருமா வருமா கேள்வியில? வேர்ஸ். ஓகே, இது கிரியேட் பண்ணுங்க பாப்போம். டாம் அண்ட் ஜான் past continuous negative and the question. Okay, write the answer quickly. Done?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, Maria.
Okay, first one. I was chatting with my friend yesterday at this time. I wasn't chatting with my friend yesterday at this time. Were I chatting with my friends yesterday at this time? Amal was doing her homework yesterday at this time. Amal wasn't doing her homework yesterday at this time. Was Amal doing her homework yesterday at this time? Tom and John were talking about their trip yesterday at this time. Tom and John weren't talking about their trip yesterday at this time. Were Tom and John talking about their trip yesterday at this time? Children were playing football yesterday at this time. Children weren't playing football yesterday at this time. Were children playing football yesterday at this time? My brother was doing his work yesterday at this time. My brother wasn't doing his work yesterday at this time. Was my brother doing his work yesterday at this time?
Lina, can you hear me?
I was going to the market at that time. I wasn't going to the market at that time. Where are you going to the market at that time? Amali was applying makeup in front of the mirror. Amali wasn't applying makeup in front of the mirror. Was Amali applying makeup in front of the mirror? Tom and John was cooking yesterday at this time. Tom and John wasn't cooking at this time. Was Tom and John cooking at this time? Okay. Children studying for exam last night. Children wasn't studying for exam last night. Were children studying for exam last night?
Okay, Nirmali. Nirmali?
Yes, miss. No. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
I am not prepared, miss. Sorry.
Why?
Confused, miss.
No confusion there. But you can understand something?
Understand, but small confused. I will take group activity morning time, miss.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, so now let's go to the next slide. So what were you doing when you first அப்படின்டா இது ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டான ஆக்டிவிட்டி. What were you doing when you first saw me? நீ என்ன ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்த்தீங்க, நீ என்ன செய்வீங்க அல்லது கடைசியா லாஸ்ட் What were you doing when you first saw me? I was. என்ன நடக்கும்? ஒருத்தவங்க நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்டா பாக்குறீங்களா இருந்தா உடம்பெல்லாம் நடுங்கும். அது எப்படி சொல்லுவீங்க? How to say? I was shivering when I saw you for the very first time. ஓகே, உங்களை முதல்ல பார்த்தன்னைக்கு என்ன நடந்துச்சு? ஒரே பதட்டம், நடுக்கமா இருந்தது. ஓகே. What were you doing when you first tasted arak? Akash, but I am so sorry, Akash. He can't speak, but this is a good question for him. Right? Okay. Okay, what were you doing when you first got a job? Lina?
I was so excited when I got.
What were you doing when you first joined this class?
I was very nervous joining this class. When I joined this
That I know, very first day. What were you doing when you first went abroad, Mariam?
Sorry, miss.
What were you doing when you first went abroad?
I was exciting when I
When I went
went
abroad.
abroad.
So when was the simple past, okay?
Yes.
So practice this activity. This is a practice activity, right? So now let's go to the next slide. That is also practice activity. Right. Let's practice. Where were you working yesterday at this time? Where were you living when you did oils? Why was she crying when I came home? Where was he going day before yesterday at 8 p.m.? What were you eating while I was talking to you? Why were they talking while they were studying? What were you doing when I called you last night? So this is partner practice. And Lina, you can do. Take some time and write the answer. Okay? It's mean, where were you working yesterday at this time? I was working with my laptop yesterday at this time. So that's your answer. You have to give with the past continuous answer. Is it clear? புரிஞ்சுதா?
Yeah, were you living when you did oil? I was living.
Yeah. Where were you living when you did oils? When I did my oils, I was living Colombo. That's it.
Okay. Then I did my oil.
Because keep on your mind, when போட்டு நீங்க பேசுவீங்களா இருந்தா அந்த sentence simple pastல இருக்கணும். Okay? This is the last activity, Mariam. After I'll finish the class, you can sleep.
It's okay, miss.
Because I'm also feeling so tired. Continually, I'm doing class today. Now, now 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. in Sri Lanka time. I think she's feels sleepy. Okay, Lina, ready?
Yes, I'm also confused. When was she
Okay.
crying when I came home?
Okay, I will give you 2 minutes. Prepare now. Only write the answer, okay?
Miss, I'm confused, Miss. The first okay, the second is okay, fourth okay.
Yes, Lina. Lina?
I know only 2-3 words. Were you working yesterday at this time? I was working with my kids, helping to homework at this time. Where were you living when you did OL? When I did my OL, I was in Colombo. This is the doubt, miss. Why was she crying when I came home? So, she, when I come in, I
What happened?
no, this is the one confused. Why was she crying when I came home?
Mariam, are you there?
Yeah, Miss. I'm here.
Yeah. I told you both to do like a conversation. You ask the question, she will give the answer. Like that.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm not good. But I will ask the question. Were
Yeah.
you working yesterday at this time?
I was working with my phone at this time.
Where were you living when you did OL?
When I did my OL, I was living in Kanti.
Why was you crying when I came home?
I was getting fear.
Where was he going? Where you going? Where was you going? Day before yesterday at PM.
He was going to Colombo day before yesterday at 8 p.m.
What were you eating while I was talking to you?
I was at a grilled chicken while you were talking to me.
Why were they taking while they were studying?
They were talking about last lecture they were studying.
What were you doing when I called you last night?
I was doing my work. She was called me last night.
What you ask the question now?
Okay. Were you working yesterday at this time?
I was working with my son, helping to do homework at this time.
Where were you living when you did O level?
When I did my OL, I was in Colombo.
Why was she crying when I came home? Came home.
She was not well when you came home.
Okay. Where was he going day before yesterday at 8 p.m.?
He was going to gym yesterday 8 p.m.
What were
Day
you
before
eating?
yesterday.
Okay, fine. What were you eating while I was talking to you?
I was eating noodles while you was talking to me.
Why were they talking while they were studying?
They were
Okay.
discussing about the lesson. They were
What were you doing when I called you last night?
I was ready to sleep when you called last night.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Okay. So this is all about the today lesson, guys. Yeah. This is all about the today lesson. It's a simple lesson, but I hope you can understand. Okay, now tell me what is the difference between the simple past and the past continuous? இப்ப புரியாம இருக்குதா? புரியுதா? Did you understand? Okay. So the past continuous always keep on your mind the structure was plus ing. Verb plus ing. Subject was plus ing. Subject verb plus ing. Negative subject wasn't plus ing. Subject weren't plus ing. If you want to make the question, was plus subject plus ing. Okay. அதே மாதிரி 3 usages இருக்கு. அந்த 3 usagesக்கும் நாங்க when while யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். So if you are using when, completely it's simple past. While, past continuous. So this is all about the past continuous. So I'm giving an homework. I'm giving a homework, right? Tomorrow, everyone prepare 5 situation, not the sentence, right? Not a sentence, 5 situation you have to create in the past continuous. Okay? So class start ஆகும்போது நான் கேட்பேன்.
Okay, miss.
5 situation. நாளைக்கு class start பண்ணும்போது நான் கேட்பேன். Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much joining for the class. And Mariam, you can good night. God bless you.
Good night, ma'am. Bye.
Good
Bye.
night. Sleep well. Sleep well. Lina?